A single individual has toppled a superpower like America in a single day. In 2013, he stole over 1 million of America's top. He unlawfully obtained classified secret documents and exposed them to the world, and since that significant event, for the past 11 years, he has been considered America's most wanted criminal. Despite having caused such significant damage to the American government, he is now widely regarded and celebrated as a hero across the world today. But why? How did he steal the world's top secret agency's documents, why did he leak them, and how has he managed to evade America's clutches despite all this? In GemTV's videos, once again Qussim did Nazarene, the sunrise morning of June 6, 2013, had brought a great trouble upon the American government. It had brought considerable trouble, as a series of news articles was extensively published in both The Guardian and The Washington Post newspapers, in which raw leaks of the NSA, that is National Security Agency's top secret documents, were present. These documents not only astonished Americans but also mobile users worldwide when they discovered that the American government was secretly monitoring their personal communications and data, spying on every mobile user. These documents exposed the NSA's secret program PRISM, a secret program through which the US government secretly accessed companies like Google, Apple, and Facebook, provides access to any user's private data. In addition, they have a secret court order through which they can also access data of millions of Verizon customers. Verizon is a mobile operator in America, like Airtel in India and Pakistan. Subsequently, the highly sensitive leaked documents included an extensive 18-page memo that was written by President Obama. In it, Obama is requesting a list of foreign country targets from intelligence officials to conduct cyber attacks. And this was just the beginning of the leaked documents. The National Security Agency hacked the military computers of Hong Kong in China. Angela Merkel's phone was tapped, she was the Chancellor of Germany at that time. They were running a program to monitor their citizens, and the leaked documents revealed conversations between the NSA and GCHQ in which both agencies were devising methods to deceive people, conduct propaganda, and exert their influence over people through social media. In the very beginning of the entire investigation process, absolutely no one knew precisely who had taken these important documents and whether they were actually true or not. Because news agencies are not restricted from revealing their sources, but exactly 3 days later, an individual emerges who? Edward Snowden, 29 years old, who takes on the responsibility of leaking top secret documents, was a high school dropout. He started his career with the US military, but after a year, he was discharged and in 2005 got a job as a security guard at the University of Maryland. Edward Snowden was certainly not good at studies, but his computer skills were so strong that the CIA hired him. After spending a few years with the CIA, in 2009, American tech giant Dell hired him. At that time, Dell had the contract to upgrade the computer systems of the National Security Agency. Therefore, they made the decision to reassign Edward to the same project where, at the outset, his designated role was that of a supervisor, ensuring consistency. Later, he became a cyber strategist, to the extent that Edward Snowden was considered a gem for the CIA and NSA. So then, what happened next that he started being labeled a threat by these very agencies? Actually, behind Edward's transformation from a cyber strategist to a traitor, there was an incident. During the operation and upgrade of NSA's computers, Edward found out that the National Security Agency had the power to access the personal data of any mobile user. He also saw some records that he initially thought might be international. They have criminal records, but in reality, they are not criminals, rather, they were peace-loving Americans. During that time, a debate was ongoing in the US Congress on intelligence issues. Ron Wyden, an American politician, asked James Clapper, the director of the National Security Agency, whether his agency collects Americans' data or not. The Congress session was simultaneously broadcast on national television networks. James Clapper told thousands of people, "No, our work is only foreign intelligence." Seeing Clapper blatantly lie on television, Snowden was astonished. He became so furious and upset that, after enduring the conditions for 3 days in a row, he ultimately decided to resign from his position at Dell, where he was earning $200,000 annually, in 2013. After leaving Dell, he joined Booz Allen Hamilton, which is for the US military, CIA, and NSA. Here too, he was assigned to an NSA project. The National Security Agency says that Edward has stolen so many files that even estimating their number is becoming difficult, because their count could be more than 2 million. But what exactly did Edward do that enabled him to successfully copy files from a top-secret agency without anyone noticing his actions? The surprising thing is that he did not use any complicated hacking tools for this work, but all this was done using a small USB drive. But how? Because data theft can occur in normal offices themselves. Out of fear of loss, there are restrictions especially on USB drives. Secondly, in any company's system, there is confidential data that not every employee has authority to access data. However, they were the National Security Agency's computers, whose security could not be breached. Prior to taking this action, Edward Snowden carefully devised a comprehensive plan to escape and strategically utilized his current location. Because he was hired by Booz Allen Hamilton to work on a specialized NSA project, he was kept stationed in Hawaii for the entire duration of the assignment. 5,000 miles away from NSA's Maryland headquarters. Hawaii is 6 hours behind Maryland, which means that when Edward worked in his Hawaii office, by that time, everyone had left the NSA headquarters. The second advantage was that he could access the NSA headquarters servers through the HIN client system, which was actually outdated. The third advantage was that Edward himself was the system administrator there. That is, his profile had high security clearance, giving him more rights, meaning he could copy data from any system without being noticed. Edward Snowden took advantage of this and, without being noticed, copied over 2 million files from 1,500 miles away. After working in the Hawaii office for just 4 weeks, Edward decided to expose the NSA's actions to the world. He copied all the documents onto a USB drive. He cleverly smuggled the drive past the vigilant security guard and then took his leave, falsely claiming to be ill. He checked out and flew directly to Hong Kong, but when he didn't return for several days and his number couldn't be reached, growing concerns began to emerge among his friends. Authorities became suspicious and began searching for him. Upon reaching Hong Kong, they met with some reputable journalists. He provided them with the documents, and the very next day, those documents made headlines worldwide. The leaked documents by Edward Snowden revealed worldwide. A new debate emerges over NSA's secret powers, including theft of government property and unauthorized security intrusions, and the accusation of unauthorized access and the transmission of top-secret information to unauthorized individuals were made. Additionally, the American government formally requested that the authorities in Hong Kong hand over Edward, but he had already meticulously planned all of his actions well ahead of time. By then, he had boarded a plane to Russia, where he was initially granted asylum, and then in September 2022, Putin granted him Russian citizenship. Since that time, Edward Snowden has conducted multiple interviews, during which he has thoroughly explained the ways in which our smartphones are secretly spying on us. He mentioned a tool named Nosy Smurf that gives security agencies access to our phone microphones. This allows them to hear surrounding sounds without any obstruction. Some people view Edward Snowden as a villain, while others see him differently. They believe he is a hero who has uncovered the true face of the NSA to the world. What is your opinion on this? Please let me know in the comments section. I hope you will like and share this video from Gem TV abundantly. Many thanks for your loving comments. See you in the next fantastic video.